Hi, I'm Sharon. Welcome to the Sharoni channel. I'm just here today to do my update of my latest few months on Mounjaro. Today we're doing months 7 and 8. I'll start with my normal apology that I've got my notes on my laptop just here. I do track my notes week to week so that when I come and do these reviews, it's accurate and I am giving you the right information and not just trying to guess back. So here we go. Let's start month 7. So if you've watched my previous videos, you'll know that I've been on 7.5 milligrams for 3 months, and month 7 is the first month I've upped it to 10 milligrams. Week 1 I was nervous about going up, but actually it was fine. There was a slight increase in suppression and a slight increase in withholding that food noise, and no real side effects additional to anything really. Well, no, nothing, not even in addition, just nothing. Week 2 was much the same. Week 3, suppression was much stronger, almost like when I first started. It really had kicked back in again at that point. That sort of struggling to get enough calories in at the start of the week, but then by days like 5, 6, 7, when you're getting close to jab day, getting that hunger back. And this is where I can sometimes be a bit more flexible with my calories, because I know on those days I'm struggling to eat, I don't want food to become an issue, so I eat till I'm satisfied, and if it's a couple of 100 calories less than I'm having the rest of the time, I'm okay with that, because then I know on the hungrier days I'm probably a couple of 100 calories over what I should be having. So I figure over the week it balances out, and that seems to be working for me. It might not work for everybody, but it is working for me, sort of roughly having a weekly average rather than a daily. And then week 4 I revisited that whole drink more water and increase my exercise, which you've heard me say before. They're the two things I'm not really very good at, and I do know that drinking water does impact me positively. I'm just not very good at it. I seem to do better when I'm at work. I have my bottle and I make sure I drink a bottle in the morning and a bottle in the afternoon, and then that's 2 litres done. Whereas when I'm at home, I go for a cup of coffee over a water. So that's just something I need to revisit, and I did do on week 4. And increased exercise. I really enjoy being at the gym, but getting there I find really hard. It's that social anxiety. It's a lovely gym. I've never had any issues there. It's just my own problems really, of just struggling to get through the door. But as I say, when I'm there I do enjoy it. So that was month 7, sort of week by week, quite uneventful really. So now to the important bit that I know you all wait for, the weight loss. So week 1 I lost 1.4 pounds. Week 2, 1.6 pounds. Week 3 was 0.4 pounds. And week 4 was 2.8 pounds. So, you know, nice, good, consistent weight losses there. So for the month, my total was 6.2 pounds, bringing my full Mounjaro journey to 3 stone and 4 pounds. And including those few pounds I'd lost before, 3 stone and 9 pounds. So what to do then? I didn't know whether to stay on 10 or up it to 12. And I just figured I'd stayed the same so much. I thought maybe I just needed to bump it up a bit. So I stepped up to the 12.5 milligrams for month 8. Now, how did that go? Let's get the next page of notes up. Month 8, all weeks, very few side effects. Some reduced bowel movements, but I didn't feel I was fully constipated. And I was starting to wonder at that point if the Movicol was enough to clear me. Now, if you're not interested in my bowel habits, feel free to skip on a little bit. But if this is something that impacts you, you might be interested. So when I get a bit bunged up with the Mounjaro, I've been taking Movicol, as I've said before, and it's worked really well. This time I felt I'd take a sachet of Movicol and I'd have a bowel movement and I'd think that's fine. And then I'd get a bit bunged up and I'd take a sachet of Movicol and it would, you know, I'd have a bowel movement. And then this time I probably felt it was a couple of weeks when I realised that maybe I was going for a couple of days between bowel movements, having a Movicol and going to the loo. And I just felt that maybe what was coming out wasn't enough to equate the fact that I hadn't been for a couple of days in between. So I decided to switch that up to fibre gel and see how that went. And where... So yeah, I decided to try fibre gel instead, and that's 1 or 2 sachets a day. So I took 1 sachet a day. First day, I must have gone to the toilet about 6 times, and I thought, this is great, it's really working. And then I read the instructions and it said it can take 2 to 3 days to be effective. So I thought, oh, okay, let's give it a little bit longer then. So I took it for another couple of days with not much going on at all. And again, even if that clear out on day 1 was successful, I'm still eating, so I should still be having a daily movement. So I upped it to 2 a day. And at that felt that there was some progress. So I'm still not sure fibre gel is the right laxative for me, and that's something I just need to revisit this month. But I'll give you more on that in the next month's review. But anyway, yeah, so month 8, not really much change in side effects, and definitely not much improvement in the effectiveness of the drug, given I've just stepped up after only 1 month on 10 milligrams. And I wasn't really sure whether to stay on 12.5 or go up to 15. So I'll give you my weight losses and then I'll tell you what I decided. So week 1, I lost 0.4 pounds. Week 2, I lost 2.8 pounds. Week 3, I stayed the same. And then week 4, I lost 1 pound. So that's a monthly total of 4.2. So not my best month. You know, it still averages at £1 a week, which is fine, but it's certainly not as good as I have been. Even if I'm only losing £6 or £7, somehow that just feels a little bit better. So yeah, at the end of that month, I was frustrated, and yeah. But anyway, I still decided to stick with 12.5 for another month. I think my reasoning at the time was that I've actually only got 1 more strength to move up to, and if this drug is starting to just, you know, if my body's starting to get a bit used to it, I figured if I step up to the full whack now and get used to it, I've got nowhere to go. And I don't know if there's any logic to that reasoning, or if that's just me in my own little world of fairiness thinking it is. You know, and I'm not telling you that you should be doing the same things. You have to make your own decisions about your journey. But just for me, that's what I felt was the right thing. And if it is or if it isn't, we will find out next month. So wish me luck. Yeah, so the full total after this month was 3 stone, 8.2 pounds. And before Mounjaro, 3 stone, 13.2. So almost at that 4 stone mark. So, you know, yeah, frustrating. It wasn't the best month of losses, but actually chipping away, you know, that progress is happening, and I'm getting tons of compliments. People are really noticing now. Bizarrely, mental health wise, I'd say I'm not in the best place right now. It's really hard to explain that when I look in the mirror now, I just see fat. Like, I guess I'm just more aware of what's there. I don't know whether I just had those blinkers on when I was at my heaviest. But somehow when I look in the mirror now, I see my fat and my rolls more than I did before. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. People are telling me I look great. I can see it on my face. I can definitely tell I've lost weight on my face. A little bit worried I'm starting to get a little bit of a scraggy neck, but I'm slapping all the creams on. Don't know if they work, we'll see. But yeah, just struggling a little bit. So if you are too, I guess, yeah, reach out, because I have read it's normal, maybe some sort of body dysmorphia. So, and if you're struggling on your own, just know you're not on your own. This is a normal part of our journey. And I know I'll get past it. I know I will, because I know the clothes I'm buying now, I can go into shops that I couldn't before and pick clothes up and try them on, and they fit, and it's amazing, and I know I'm doing really well. But somehow I'm just feeling a bit meh about it all, really, for no reason. Life is amazing. So yeah, if you're feeling similar, just know you're not on your own. It is a normal part of the process. And for me, that really helps knowing I'm not on my own. So please do reach out if you're feeling anything similar, and we can just support each other. I'd just like to say thank you to each and every one of you who've subscribed. You know, my little channel started as a hobby. Then I ventured into travel because we enjoy our holidays, and I thought if I could just record the hotels and a little bit while I'm here, it might help some people. And I had a few subscribers, which is great. And then since I've been doing my Mounjaro journey, I've just got so many more. And I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you. It does help me knowing I'm not alone on this journey, really. So yeah, thank you. Thank you for taking the time to subscribe and for sitting through these videos. I don't know about you, but I'm just feeling they're a little bit the same now. Week one this, week one weight loss, blah, blah, blah. And I know it's interesting, but I just wonder if there's anything else I could be doing or talking about that would be really helpful to you. So I was thinking maybe a question and answers sort of video. Obviously not medical related, because if it is a medical question, I will ask you to go back to your provider or your GP. If you've got some questions that you think might make good sort of question and answer session, pop them in the comments, and if we get enough, then I'll do a video just on that. That would, I think, would be really beneficial to people. I've been on a couple of holidays, so how I found travel. I think I did say a while ago I was going to do a travel one from when I went to Thailand, but then I realised I'd covered quite a lot of what I wanted to say in that review video anyway, so just felt a bit repetitive, so I didn't do it. But if you've got any other questions, then yeah, pop them in the comments, and I'll see if I can collate a video just on those and just get some sort of different content for you all, just to keep it interesting and relevant to what you guys want. And if you've got any other suggestions, again, pop them down. If it's something I feel I can do, then I'll have a go. Anyway, as always, I just want to finish by saying I am in no way endorsing Mounjaro or encouraging use of Mounjaro. This has to be people's own personal choices. For me, it's been a game changer, and I'm really happy I made the choice. I can't say if it's going to work for you, if it's going to be successful for you. So please go away, do your own research. There's loads of information out there. There's all the research documents that I looked at that were really helpful. Know what your side effects are going to be, what the risks are going to be, and then make your own decisions from that. Watching videos like mine, I think, are good as an addition to your research, but shouldn't make your only research. And again, yeah, just to have that support of knowing you're not on your own. For me, I know I'm not on my own from people who've commented. So yeah, just make your own choices, and then let me know how you're getting on. And if it's not for you, then just know that that's okay too. We all have to find our own paths in life. Anyway, I just want to leave it there. Thank you to each and every one of you, and